Good game out there tonight, son. I'm the GM of the Raptors, and I must say I was impressed with your performance. We have the 8th pick of the draft and are looking for someone to be the face of our franchise. We'd like to ask you a couple questions and get a feel of how well you'd fit in with us. I really think the first piece to getting this franchise back on track is to find and develop our point guard of the future. We have Jose Calderon on the roster, but we've been thinking lately that we might need to go in another direction here. We think you might be that new direction. What do you think?
I know you're going to talk to some of the other point guards in the draft, but none of them are going to have my work ethic, my character, my dedication, and my sheer will to win basketball games. I'm eager to be the face of a franchise, and I don't want to do it anywhere else but in Toronto.
Interesting. Next question. We feel like we have a great young core in Bargnani and now Valanciunas coming over from Europe. We might not turn things around immediately, but if we can add another great young talent, we'll be a team to contend with in a short time. Are you willing to be part of a developing process for a few seasons, even if that means losing your fair share of games?
I like to win immediately? Yeah, of course. But do I understand that it might not happen overnight? Absolutely. What's important is that we never get complacent or accept losing, and always strive to improve as a team. I've talked to Andrea and Jonas before, and they seem to be on the same page. I think we could all handle some rough patches before things got better.
That's great. Those answers were music to our ears. With any luck, you'll fall to us in the draft. Hello, I'm the general manager for the Portland Trail Blazers, and I'd like to thank you for meeting with us. We have a pair of picks in the lottery at the 6th and 11th slots, and would like to ask you a few questions. Aside from a few veterans, this is a very young team. We're bringing in a lot of young talent this offseason, and it won't be easy to get this team back into the playoffs immediately. Are you willing to take your lumps as a team in order to grow as a core along with all the other young talent the Blazers have?
Yeah, I'd like to think that I have the mental fortitude to grow together as a team. You don't see teams as young as the Blazers get to the top without some growing pains, so I'm prepared for that. But really, I'm excited to be a part of a new era here and would love to help bring Portland back to the top of the league.
Next question. This question is a tough one to ask, as there really isn't a right or wrong answer. Over the last couple of years, we've had entire seasons washed out by insurmountable injuries. As a franchise, we're becoming more conscious on injury histories and what that means for our draft picks. What can you tell us about your injury history and, more importantly, your ability to play through pain?
Fortunately, I've been blessed with good health, man. I think the worst injury I've ever had was a sprained ankle, you know? I picked up some knocks over the years, but it's never held me back in practice or in games. I feel like I'm a safe pick for you guys in that regard.
Okay, that's all I have. I love what I heard here. We would love to have you join us. We'll be in touch. Greetings. Nice game out there. I'm the GM of the Boston Celtics, and we have back-to-back picks at 21 and 22 in this year's draft. Before we make any selection, we like to get to know the player a little better than just their performance. Answer these as honestly as you can. We had a lot of turnover here in Boston, but are still looking to be a team that can win the title. There is a tremendous amount of pressure to win here for any player, much less a rookie. Do you feel you're prepared to step in and fill the shoes of some of the great players that have left our team in the past months?
There's no other way I would prefer it. You've had so many great players don the green here in Boston that I would just be the next step in the parade of greatness. Every era comes to an end, and by drafting me, you'd definitely be ushering in the next great Celtic hero.
Okay, last question. Point guard is really the one position this team is solid in long term. We believe in Rondo, and we're not looking to draft a player to challenge him for the starting role. If we were to draft you, we wouldn't want you to feel like we're grooming you to be a career backup. We love your talent. One thought is to try and convert you to a shooting guard, such as that you could play alongside Rajon. What do you think about that idea?
I don't really have any interest being a shooting guard or sitting behind Rajon for the next 10 years. I'm a point guard, and I'm a starting caliber player. I'd love to be a Celtic, but I just don't see this working out.
Well, I can see that we are not a match, unfortunately. Good luck to you on draft night.
Good evening and welcome to the 2012 NBA Draft. Tonight marks the realization of a dream for some of the best young players in the world, a reward for their many years of dedication and hard work. It's also a time of extraordinary hope and excitement for our fans and our teams. I know the young men hoping to hear their names called tonight just can't wait to join the NBA family. So let's get started. With the first pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the New Orleans Hornets select Anthony Davis from the University of Kentucky. With the second pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the Charlotte Bobcats select Michael Kidd Gilchrist from the University of Kentucky. With the third pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the Washington Wizards select Bradley Beal from the University of Florida. With the fourth pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the Cleveland Cavaliers select Dion Waiters from Syracuse University. With the fifth pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the Sacramento Kings select Thomas Robinson from the University of Kansas. With the sixth pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the Portland Trail Blazers select the point guard from Marquette University.